If you're over 60 and your performance has taken a nosedive, you might think it's just a part of aging. But what if I told you it's not? What if the real culprit is something silent, fixable, and hiding in your own kitchen? This may be the most important message you'll hear all year. Because there's one natural drink, made in under a minute, that can help restore the kind of strength, stamina, and confidence you thought were long gone. No pills, no side effects. Just 4 simple ingredients that work with your body, not against it. But hold on, before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications if you care about your health. Because here, we reveal the truths no one else talks about. And I want to know you're here with me. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to take your health seriously. Type 0 if you're still unsure. Either way, your voice matters more than you know. Now, let's get into it. Because the first ingredient that sets the foundation for this drink isn't some fancy supplement or exotic root. It's something most men walk right past in the grocery store. But it holds a secret power that's helped thousands of men feel alive again in more ways than one. The first ingredient, simple, humble, and often overlooked, is beets. Yes, beets. Not exactly the sexiest food on the planet, right? But this deep red root vegetable might just be the most powerful ally for men over 60 who want to take back control of their bodies. And no, it's not just because beets are good for salads. Beets are packed with natural nitrates. And here's the magic: your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax and open up blood vessels. That means blood can flow more freely, more fully, and more quickly, right where it's needed most. For men struggling with weak or inconsistent performance, that's everything. Better blood flow changes the game, not just for intimacy, but for your energy, your mental clarity, your stamina, and even your mood. You feel more oxygen reaching your muscles, your brain, your skin. Your entire body feels more alive. I had a patient, let's call him Robert. He was 66, a retired firefighter, and he came to me looking completely defeated. He said, "Doc, I love my wife. I want her. But my body just doesn't respond the way it used to." And I could see the pain in his eyes, not just frustration, but the kind of quiet grief that comes from losing a part of who you are. We didn't start with pills. We didn't chase hormone therapy. We started with beets. And within just a few days of drinking the formula I'm about to share with you, Robert came back and said, "I feel more energized, more alive." And yes, things are working better down there too. That one shift improving blood flow gave his body a second chance to show up. But this isn't just about the bedroom. Beets also support your heart. They help lower blood pressure. They reduce inflammation. And they assist your liver in flushing out toxins that quietly wear you down over time. In short, they restore vitality. Now, don't get me wrong. Eating a few sliced beets from a jar isn't going to change your life. The secret is combining them in just the right way with 3 other powerful ingredients to activate and amplify their effects. And that's exactly what we'll do in this drink. But before we go further, I want you to really understand this. Your body still works. It's not broken. It just needs the right support. And that support starts right here with something as ordinary as a beet, but as extraordinary as what it can do for your circulation, your energy, and your sense of self. Ready to move on? Now that we've uncovered the blood-boosting power of beets, let's talk about the second ingredient, the one that turns this drink from helpful to unstoppable. It's lemon, not the sugary stuff in plastic bottles sitting on grocery store shelves. I'm talking about real fresh lemon, straight from the fruit. You might be wondering, what does lemon have to do with performance? And honestly, a few of my older patients gave me that same puzzled look when I first suggested it. But once they tried it, they understood. Because the results spoke for themselves. Here's what makes lemon so critical. Beets are loaded with natural nitrates. And, as we said before, those nitrates help your body produce nitric oxide, the key to opening blood vessels and restoring healthy blood flow. But here's the part most men miss. Your body needs help absorbing and activating those nitrates effectively. And that's where lemon comes in. Lemon is rich in vitamin C, a powerful nutrient that acts like a biological amplifier. It helps your body absorb the nitrates faster and more efficiently. It increases the impact of nitric oxide, making blood vessels open wider, circulation flow smoother, and results appear faster. With lemon, the whole process becomes more powerful. Without it, you're leaving results on the table. With it, you're unlocking a level of performance most men haven't felt in years. But the benefits of lemon don't stop at blood flow. It also helps reduce inflammation, supports liver detoxification, improves hydration, and even lifts your mood. How? By lowering cortisol, the stress hormone that quietly kills desire, wrecks performance, and weighs you down emotionally. Lemon helps calm that storm inside your body. One of my patients, let's call him Robert, again told me that after just a few days on this drink, his wife said something he hadn't heard in years. She said, "You look better. Your skin is glowing. You seem lighter." He told me, "Doc, it's not just the bedroom. I feel sharper, happier, more myself." That's the beauty of doing things naturally. When you work with your body, not against it, the benefits go far beyond what you expected. So now, with beets laying the foundation for circulation and lemon unlocking their full potential, you're already halfway to a transformation. But we're not stopping here, because there's a third ingredient, one that awakens your hormones, calms your nerves, and lights the fire again. Now let's talk about the third ingredient. It's warm, it's familiar, it might already be sitting in your kitchen. But don't be fooled by how common it seems. This root has been used for centuries to support male vitality. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom always knew: ginger is a powerhouse for men over 60. When I first suggested ginger to one of my longtime patients, let's call him Harold, he was 72, sharp-minded, full of life, but quietly struggling. He sat across from me and said, "Doc, my drive is gone. My performance is hit or miss. And to be honest, it's embarrassing." We had already worked on his circulation with beets and lemon, but I knew something was still missing. That's when we added ginger. And that's when everything changed. You see, ginger doesn't just support blood flow, it speaks to your hormones. Studies show it can naturally raise testosterone levels by up to 17%. And for older men, that small but steady rise can be the exact push your body's been waiting for. But ginger goes deeper than just testosterone. It helps your body produce more luteinizing hormone, the messenger that tells your system, "Hey, it's time to make more testosterone." The result? Your body starts working again, not in an artificial way, but in a way that feels steady, natural, and strong. And if that weren't enough, ginger also tackles your biggest unseen enemy, stress. Stress is the silent killer of male performance. It tightens your blood vessels, it dulls your desire, it drains your confidence, and over time it can make even the strongest man feel like a shell of himself. Ginger helps reverse all of that. It soothes the nervous system, it lowers inflammation, and it helps keep your body in what I call the ready zone. That place where you feel calm, present, and capable of showing up fully, without pressure, without panic, without overthinking. Harold came back to me a few weeks later with a new glow in his eyes. He smiled and said, "Doc, I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like myself again." That's what ginger does. It doesn't cover up the problem. It heals it at the root, literally. With beets improving circulation, lemon helping your body absorb it all, and ginger reawakening your hormones while calming your nerves, You've now got a solid foundation. But there's one last piece most men never consider. And without it, everything else you're doing could be falling short. You've now got beets for circulation, lemon for activation, and ginger to wake up your hormones and calm your system. But there's still one missing piece, and without it, the whole formula falls short. Hydration. Now I get it. Hydration doesn't sound exciting. It's not flashy. But here's the truth. Your body can't deliver. Nutrients can't move blood efficiently and can't respond at full strength if it's even slightly dehydrated. One of my patients, Leonard, 69 years old, came to me doing all the right things. He was eating better, walking every day, taking supplements. But something was still off. He said, "Doc, I'm trying everything, but my energy just doesn't show up when I need it." So I asked him one simple question. "How much water are you actually drinking?" He chuckled, looked down, and admitted, "Probably not enough." That moment changed everything, because when you're dehydrated, even just a little, your blood thickens, your vessels tighten, and your circulation slows. Your muscles don't fire as quickly. Your response time drops. And your performance, whether it's in the gym, at work, or in the bedroom, becomes inconsistent. That's why I recommend replacing plain water with something more powerful: coconut water. Coconut water is nature's perfect hydrator. It's rich in electrolytes like potassium and magnesium minerals your body needs to maintain balance, regulate nerve signals, and support healthy blood flow. But the best part, it helps relax blood vessels, supports your heart, and keeps every system firing smoothly, especially when combined with the other ingredients we've already discussed. Leonard made just one simple change. He added a cup of coconut water into his daily routine, blended right into the drink we've been building together. And within days, his energy improved. His skin looked brighter. And yes, things began working again. Naturally, consistently. Because when your body is fully hydrated at the cellular level, everything else you're doing starts to work better. Nutrients get where they need to go. Blood flows with less resistance. And your confidence, it returns quietly, powerfully, like it never left. So don't underestimate hydration. It's not just about avoiding thirst. It's about unlocking the full potential of everything else you're doing. Now that you've got all 4 ingredients, beets, lemon, ginger, and coconut water, it's time to bring them together. Now that we've covered all 4 ingredients, it's time to bring them together into one simple, powerful drink that you can make in under a minute. I first gave this exact recipe to a patient of mine. Let's call him Alan. He was 74 years old and had been through a rough few years. He'd lost energy, confidence, and that quiet sense of power a man feels when his body just works. When I showed him the drink, he looked skeptical. He said, "Doc, if it's really this easy, I've got nothing to lose." And a week later, he came back smiling. I wish I had known about this 10 years ago. So here's exactly how you make it. Start with 2 medium-sized beets. Peel them and chop them into small pieces. Then squeeze in the juice from half a fresh lemon. Next, take about 1 inch of fresh ginger root. Yes, the real root, not the powdered stuff, and slice it thin. Finally, pour in 1 cup of coconut water. Put everything into a blender. Blend until smooth. Some men prefer to strain the mixture for a thinner texture. Others like it thick and earthy. That part's up to you. What matters most is using fresh, whole ingredients. The closer to nature, the better your body will respond. This drink is best consumed about 30 to 60 minutes before physical activity or intimacy. But here's what surprises most men. It doesn't just kick in before bed. You feel the benefits throughout your day. More alert, more grounded, more connected to your energy, your breath, your presence. You're not forcing a reaction. You're supporting a system. And your body responds quickly when you give it what it's been missing. Alan described it best. He said it wasn't a jolt like caffeine. It was a warm rush, not jittery, not fake, just alive. That's what this formula does. It doesn't just help you perform better, it helps you feel like yourself again. Now you might be wondering, what happens after I drink it? What should I expect? How soon will I notice a change? Great question. So what actually happens after you drink it? That's the question most men ask, and the answer often surprises them. When Alan tried the drink for the first time, he called me the next morning. His voice was different, steadier, more alive. He said, "Doc, I don't know what's in that thing, but I haven't felt this clear, this steady, this strong in years." And he wasn't alone. Over the years, I've heard stories just like his men over 60 who try this blend and begin noticing results within the first 30 to 60 minutes. Not just in performance, but in how they carry themselves, how they feel, how they breathe. It usually starts with a warm sensation, sometimes in the chest, the arms, or the lower body. A quiet lift in energy. Not the kind that makes you feel jittery or wired. No. This is something calmer, grounded. Like your body is finally saying, yes. This is what I've been waiting for. As circulation improves, so does everything else. Erections become firmer, easier to maintain. Response time shortens. And connection, not just physical but emotional, comes back into the picture. You're not just reacting, you're present again. More in tune, more aware, more in control of your timing, your focus, your entire experience. And beyond the bedroom, the effects ripple outward. Men tell me they think more clearly, they move with more purpose. They stop crashing midday. They feel steadier, more capable, and more optimistic than they have in years. One man put it perfectly. He said, "It's like my body remembered how to show up again." That shift right there is what makes this different from any pill or supplement. Because you're not relying on something artificial, you're reminding your body of what it can still do when supported the right way. And when your body works, your confidence comes back. You walk taller. You carry yourself differently. You feel more like you, the version of yourself that hasn't faded, just waited. And your partner feels that energy too. It's not just physical, it's connection, it's presence, it's possibility. Now that we know how powerful this can be, let's explore the deeper reason why this matters so much, especially for men over 60. Let's talk about why this drink truly matters, why it goes far beyond performance or energy or even confidence. At this stage in life, most men aren't looking for quick fixes anymore. You've been around long enough to know the difference between hype and something real, between short-term excitement and long-term transformation. That's why this drink matters. Because it's not just about intimacy. It's not just about getting firmer or feeling stronger. It's about reclaiming something deeper, something personal. I once had a conversation with a patient, let's call him Walter. He was 70 years old, a former Marine, strong, stoic, a quiet leader in every part of his life. But that day he looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I just want to feel like a man again, like I used to. Not for anyone else, just for me." And I understood exactly what he meant. Because when you've spent a lifetime showing up for others, building, protecting, providing, it's hard to watch your own body begin to drift away. It's hard when you want to feel close, and all you feel is frustration. Hard when your energy disappears, and your reflection doesn't quite look like you anymore. But here's the thing, what age takes away slowly, nature can help give back. This drink isn't magic, but it is a message. A message to your body that says, "I remember you. I still believe in you. I'm not done." It supports the systems that age tries to weaken: circulation hormones, hydration, inflammation. And it reminds your cells, your blood vessels, your nervous system and even your confidence, that you're still here, and that you still matter. It helps you show up again. Not just for your partner, not just for your health, but for yourself. Because this stage of life is not the end. It's a new beginning if you choose it to be. Walter came back 2 weeks later. He didn't say much. Just shook my hand, smiled, and said, "You gave me something I thought I lost forever." And he wasn't just talking about erections. He was talking about identity, dignity, ownership of his own body and future. That's what this is about. And now, with everything we've learned, it's time to bring it all home. And that, gentlemen, is how one simple drink made in under a minute can quietly and powerfully change the way you feel, perform, and live. Let's bring everything together. You've learned about the circulation-boosting power of beets. You've seen how fresh lemon amplifies those effects and helps your body absorb them faster. You've discovered the hormone-awakening benefits of ginger and how it calms stress from the inside out. And you now understand how coconut water hydrates your body at the cellular level, ensuring that every system runs smoother, stronger, and more consistently. Together, these 4 natural ingredients form something far greater than the sum of their parts. They support your body. They restore your confidence. They help you reconnect with who you are. But most of all, they remind you that you're not past your prime. You're not broken. And you're not done. Because the truth is, this isn't just about physical performance. It's about how you show up in every part of your life. It's about walking into a room with quiet confidence, about being present with the people you love, about waking up with energy, moving through your day with purpose, and ending the night with a sense of pride. I've seen this work not in theory, but in real men. Men who thought they had nothing left to give. Men who believed their best years were behind them. Men who were ready to give up until one small change reminded them of everything they were still capable of. So if this message speaks to you, I encourage you to try it. Not because it's a miracle, but because it's a signal to your body, to your confidence, to your future. A signal that says, I'm still here, I still have power, and I'm just getting started. If this resonated with you, if you found even one thing helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Not just for me, but for the men out there who might be silently struggling, unsure of where to turn. Your click could be the reason someone else finds exactly what they've been needing. And if you'd like more science-backed natural strategies to improve your performance, your energy, and your confidence after 60, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you'll never miss another powerful message like this. And now, I want to hear from you. Type 1 in the comments if you're going to try this drink. Type 0 if you're still thinking about it, and let me know what's holding you back. I read every comment, and I'll do my best to respond and support you. Lastly, if you believe in this mission, and you'd like to help us keep sharing honest, life-changing information for older men everywhere, you can leave a small donation using the link below. It means more than you know. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay curious, and above all, stay proud of the man you still are. If this message reached you today, if something deep inside said, "This is what I've been needing," then don't let it stop here. You've just learned how one simple drink made from real everyday ingredients can help you feel stronger, think clearer, and reconnect with the part of yourself that time and stress tried to dim. But this journey doesn't have to be walked alone. So if you felt even a spark of inspiration, I want to hear from you. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to give this a try. Type 0 if you're not sure yet, and share your questions. I'll read everyone. Your story matters. Your voice matters. And believe it or not, your comment could be the reason another man finds the courage to take that first step. If you found value in today's video, hit the like button. It helps more than you know. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. This channel is dedicated to helping men over 60 live stronger, longer, and with more purpose than ever before. Because your best days aren't behind you. They're waiting. Let's meet them together. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. And most of all, thanks for still believing in what's possible.